Hi, I'm Esmeralda Collin, and I will be taking you through my assignment with me today. Let's get started. The first question says, based on the video, explain what is and what is not happening to the people in the video during the first stage of the perception process due to personal technology devices. So, the first stage of perception, as we know, is selection, which is where we take certain information that we find salient or stimulating, and we bring attention to it, or we ignore it, or bring less attention to it. The video goes over the effects of one's personal life or communicating with others due to technology. At a minute 10, he states, we pretend not to notice the social isolation. This is a prime demonstration of selection because it's mentioning how we take information or present it or ignore information that we don't want as much attention to. He mentions us being lonely or unknown, ignored even, though we are not alone or excluded from groups. He says people are becoming more isolated in person and using technology as their main use of communicating with others. According to the video, people are not playing outside or being satisfied by talking in person. And though this might be true to a certain degree, I definitely hope it is not true for most. That's it. The second bulletin says, does this type of situation impact your life? And the short answer is yes. It may have a positive effect, it may have a negative effect. Essentially, it kills our communication skills. We're less comfortable talking to people in person. Often when we use technology to communicate, tone is lost, and it can have an impact on what we meant to say or how someone interpreted it. It kills the fluidity of our conversations. It makes them very chopped up, whether there's a time delay or something just didn't get across, waiting for a response, or etc. Technology certainly has its pros and its cons. It's up to us how we use it, whether we're using it responsibly or how we let it affect our relationships. If we depend on it too much, it definitely can impact us. The third bulletin says, how are your social roles impacted by perceptual accuracy? And social roles are the behaviors or responsibilities that one takes on or displays or expresses to fulfill their role. And perceptual accuracy is separating the truth from an opinion. So, if we're talking about this, it says, people can have a more accurate perception of someone else based on their experiences, which is what essentially makes up perception, is your experiences. People with a greater variety of experiences can have a more accurate perception of others' behaviors and interactions because they're a little less biased, or maybe they've more understanding, and so it definitely can have an impact on our social roles. And then it says, do you see the situation having an impact on current and future interpersonal communication in society? And the short answer is yes. Currently, I think, especially for people my age, their teens, 17, it can affect how comfortable we are with talking to others, or how we let our conversations develop. I recently just did a summer program in Maryland, and I did have problems getting comfortable, or to a level of comfortable communicating with others, having conversations with others. I was in a whole other state with people I didn't know, but I did know that they had similar interests to me because they were in a summer program for aerospace. So it definitely helps knowing a little bit background information, letting your perception take over. And the future, essentially, yes. We're in a time where technology is very, very crucial to us. We do a lot of things through technology. This class, for example, if you're online just like me, um, it can have pros and cons, but I think it really comes down to how we allow ourselves to use this technology and if we're responsible with it, how much time we dedicate to it, um, how we use it responsibly or not. And that is my assignment. Thank you guys so much for your time. Bye bye.